Going on, you guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Power Probe PP drill. It'll come in a box, but inside that box it'll come in this little travel case, carry case, whatever you want to call it. It'll come with the user manual and then the actual tool. Super simple, super easy to use. Easier than setting up for an old style parasitic draw. Better than using a multimeter and then having to worry about the fuses inside the multimeter, because you can just power this on right here. It's not going to read volts because it's not connected to anything, but if you put smart output on, it'll automatically load 12 volts. Down here is where it'll read your draw, and you can even go into here. You can go, this is the auto power off. You can set it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, or off. I keep it off. This is your warning. Whenever you go above a certain amperage, milliamps, it will trigger. So you can set it all the way up to however far it'll go. Probably 10 amps. Nope, 9. You can also press the link button right here, and they have a Power Probe app you can connect it to. Also, if you press the graph button, it will show the voltage, and right here, since it's not connected, it will show the milliamps, but right there it's reading 0. Now Power Probe has came out with something called a PP fuse. Pop the cap off on this. Once you have it powered on, you can see it's set to 2 amps on mini fuses. So you can hit this button and change it to an ATC fuse and a maxi fuse. You can hold this button and change the brightness of the screen. You can turn the flashlight on and off with this button. You just gotta long hold it. But if you single tap it, it'll go from 7.5, no wait, it'll go down all the way to a 2 amp to 30 amp on the mini fuses. 1 amp to 40 amp on the ATC. 20 amp to 80 amp on the maxi fuses. And all that you'll do with this is, once you get it set to, let's say, a 20 amp mini fuse, you'll take this and just put it on the top of the fuse. Also, it doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed, because if you turn it, it'll flip to where you can read it both ways. On the top, it will read open, active, or inactive. Open being it's an open fuse. Active being there's currently a draw. And inactive means it's a good fuse with no power. So really, with this, all you got to do is plug it in to the DLC, or pull this cap off, plug it in, disconnect the battery cable. This will read. You can combine it with this and make finding it a lot easier without having to pull fuses. Today we're going to be using the PP draw, but along with it we're going to be using the PP fuse. It's a fuse monitor. I've already found the draw. We're on a 5 amp fuse. It's this one right here. It'll pop up as 0.13, which is 130 milliamps. So that's one of the draws. If you take it up to 15 and go down to the one below it, it's shown 0.06, which is 60, and we have a 260 some milliamp draw. So we're going to pull the first fuse here, and it will drop down to 120. And then we'll pull the second fuse here, fuse 15. And we'll drop down to 27 milliamps. This right here is probably the best setup that you could get. So if you do a lot of parasitic draws, I highly recommend this combo. Thank you for watching.